Good evening, Knicks fans. It's no game today. There's no game tomorrow. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just be happy with our trades and our front office, all right? All right. All right. That being said, we all saw the Berman article. We all saw it. What are we going to do? Big moves coming or content with it? I think big moves coming. Definitely big moves coming. Likely still need a center, still need a point guard. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Complete faith in them, though. This is definitely a setup move. And I like the setup, all right? Atlanta is in shambles. They are very unhappy with that move. But when the player wants out, what are you going to do? Cam Reddish, he did not want to be there. And it shows in that deal because we fleeced him, all right? We fleeced him. So, Kevin Knox, thank you for your tireless effort, marked improvement over the years. And I just want you to know that, given the opportunity, I think you will be very good in the NBA, all right? Now, with that out of the way, I'm very excited on this day to be a Knicks fan, all right? Because our front office is making the right decisions. They're making the right moves. They're putting the right people around each other to succeed, to hire, to get new free agents, right? Like to get guys in free agent to sign. Big stars, big moves, big Knick energy, all right? That's what we like. That's what we like over here in New York, all right? That's what we like. Oh, that's what we like, all right? I like the Cam Reddish trade simply because it shows a clear path of where we're going. And the clear path is keep a young team, and maybe we don't need another small forward and another shooting guard, all right? Are we keeping Fournier on? Are we going to ship him out and use Cam Reddish instead? Is that a possibility? I don't know. We got to see Cam Reddish off that ankle injury. We got to see if Fournier can keep playing halfway decent. And I mean, against other teams that's not Boston, right? Like, let's actually show up against other teams. So, that being said, very excited for the move. Very excited for this Atlanta game because they are imploding. If they don't come out playing halfway decent against us, it'll be another slap in the face to them because they were supposed to be playoff bound. Like, that's a guaranteed playoff, right? That's what everybody was shaping it like, especially after last year. And now it looks like they've actually gotten a lot worse. And I don't even mean like scheme wise, like the team looks fine. I think the new coach helps a lot. But between the fouls being changed, that kind of hindered their winning percentage, I think. But it just seems like they can't get the personnel to work together. And that's just such a big thing. So all the props to our front office, Leon Rose, and just making the right moves, putting the right people around each other. So when I talk about IQ's mentality, when I talk about RJ Barrett's mentality, who, by the way, is younger or one of the youngest guys on our team at 21, all right? That's what I mean. It's just when you see these guys who work hard, who clearly show improvement year after year, it's hard to give up on them. And it was hard to give up on Knox. It was hard to give up on Frank because they're hard workers. And as long as we keep getting guys who play hard, work hard, we're happy fans, right? Even if we're not, the best team in the league. We're happy fans if you're working hard for us. And that just goes to, that just shows how much we love the game. We love the sport of basketball. We love being at the Garden. That crowd the other night, baby, you couldn't beat it. Like, couldn't beat it. So I'm just excited, that we're actually making competent moves. We're looking like a franchise that's on the right track, right? And I don't think we've been able to say that for a while. Somebody said that first round we dealt to Atlanta, that's the first one that we dealt since the Bargnani trade. And I think that's really telling because after that Bargnani trade, I would be gun shy too. I'm not trading anything after that fleecing. So yeah, we're going in the right direction. It seems like we're getting younger. It seems like we're getting better. And we'll see what we do with Fournier, with Walker, with Rose. Somebody said, at least in my Discord, my Big Nick Energy Discord, that is this the new Derrick Rose trade? And time will tell. We'll see when he comes off the bench. Does he have the potential to be? Oh, yeah. This has the potential to have great upside. Because he might have been holding back a lot. Like, oh, yeah, coach only wants me to shoot threes or dunks, and I'm going to shoot really inefficient mid-range. So I'm not sure if his poor stats are a reflection of him just being bad, or is a reflection of him just wanting to get out of Atlanta by any means necessary, including going against the scheme, taking inefficient shots. Like, he strikes me as the player who's not really concerned with how he's perceived, in the moment. You should know who he is type of player. Like, you know who I am. I went to Duke. I played with RJ. I played with Zion. Like, he was a, what do they say, a blue chip prospect out of high school, right? And out of college. And that being said, he's very valuable, at least on paper. And I think part of why we didn't see his value on the court is because he was in a situation he didn't like. So it'd be like, lambasting Ben Simmons right now for not playing. And it's like, well, he doesn't want to play for them, so he doesn't play. It's not that he can't play or doesn't want to play. It's he doesn't want to play for them. That being said, we still got to be proved, all right? It's got to be proved on the court. So I'm holding out all type of negative emotion until we see what he's like on the court. And I hope that's soon. Get well soon. You and Rose can be on the same regiment together. And Walker, too. All you guys, keep yourselves healthy, safe. Speaking of healthy and safe, my goodness, I haven't made a mention of this. I did briefly in a post-game, but Nerlens Noel, he needed all that time to get right. And I'm not even mad at him because he came back right. Like, that dude was impacting the game on a lot of levels, all right? Like, just the rim protection. I know, and Mitch gets that too. He gets the respect around the rim too, but Noel's just a little quicker, a little springier. He gets pushed around more, but, he's more threatening, and he got a lot of blocks. So the other night, I can't remember what game it was, but Noel came back, and he just feasted. He looked really, 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 really good. Same with Fournier against Boston. So I want to see all that stuff continue. In the Tommy Beer Twitter post, he put all the ages of everybody down, and it was really telling that Toppin is on the older side as well as Mitchell Robinson, and then IQ, Rokas, Grimes are all 21, 22. So our oldest guys right now out of our core, I mean, aside from Randall, but Randall's still, I think, 27. So still relatively young, and especially for his play style. So I think our team is just really young right now. It's a really nice vibe compared to the last, 15, 20 years where our teams seem like perpetually old or perpetually trading for people who are on the tail end of their career. And I don't blame the players, obviously. I blame most of the front office for making these kind of crazy contracts and crazy trades. But at the same time, I see in the moment, what they were trying to do. They're trying to get a star on the cheap who will come in and just instantly make you better. It just didn't work out that way. And they could have worked out differently too. So I'm not going to get too hung up on what we should have done. But I just want to contrast that to what we are doing, what we have been doing lately. Because what we have been doing lately is setting a clear goal with clear visions, right? Like that's why I think this Cam Reddish trade, even though it's not a blockbuster trade, you can even say it's just like a lateral move. Like, we didn't really do anything. You can argue that. I'm not going to even argue against you because you could be right. As of right now, you're right because he's not even playing because he's injured. But when he comes back, whatever, we can talk about it. But even if it's just a lateral move, the point is the vision is to shore up our small forward, our shooting guard position, right? That's the goal. Next is going to be the center. Next is going to be the point guard. And I'm not even fully convinced we need a center. So if you take the center position out, then all we need is a point guard. And news is the Kings, they got a couple point guards that they need to get rid of. So I'm willing to sit by and just be like, yeah, like the FO is just doing what they need to do to make a team. And the team has a clear vision, a clear future, and it's young. So even if we're not the best in offensive sets, which is the main problem with these young guys, is that they're not used to the pace of an NBA game. They're not used to setting up multiple offenses and attacking multiple defenses at this level, right? So in the meantime, at least they can run. At least we can push the pace, which we haven't been doing this year. But at the same time, our young guys don't run the show, do they? No. So if we get more young guys in the starting positions to set the pace early, you're going to see pretty much overnight the team is going to go from one of the slowest paces to one of the fastest. And I don't know if that's going to be the end of this year. I don't know if it's going to be the beginning of next year, but it's coming because you can see what this front office is doing. You can see the personnel they're putting around Randall, around RJ, because that's clearly the future, right? That's clearly who they're building on, and I love it. All right, I'm with it. I love it. We love it. And I don't know if we're going to keep Cam. I don't know if we're going to have another move lined up. I mean, the rumor is there's another big move coming. We just don't know who's going to be coming, who's going to be going. But fully expect another big move before the trade deadline. It's only the 14th. We have a lot of time left. And we have a lot of games left to prove ourselves. Atlanta's on the tail end of sliding and just doing real bad, and we're coming up. So let's just keep winning. Let's keep playing some good basketball. These last couple of games, this has been the best basketball all year. Easily. We've had better individual performances, but these last couple of games have been team performances that really, really are inspiring if you're a fan, because you can see where we're going, and that's why everybody is holding a high watermark right now because of those playoffs. And they're holding a high watermark too because we're excited and we're expecting something. So when you make a Cam Reddish move, we don't want to say it's lateral. Nobody's saying that. Hardly anybody's saying that. They're being like, that's the pessimist side. But even the most pessimistic people realize we're in a better place now than we were a week ago. All right? And that being said, expect another trade. Or at least, no, big trade coming. I'm not even gonna hedge that one. Big trade coming, and that's Big Nick energy. All right? I'm Big Nick Burke. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. Put your trade ideas down there, all right? Kings maybe, Pacers maybe. Who's going, who's coming? I don't know. But I'm free to talk about it, all right? Let's get it.